We are good to go. All right. How I look? Stunning, gorgeous, lovely. Cheap Thoughts podcast episode 10 or 11. I don't know yet.
Action.
The Cheap Thoughts podcast. What is up, YouTube? It is your boy, Samuel Sanchez. That's my whole government. We are here today on the Cheap Thoughts podcast at Volkswagen. Here with Bernard Gonzalez, our salesman.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Yeah, the guy's been selling cars for a minute now, so we're here to chat it up, learn a little bit about the car business, and what it's like being in sales. It's a little different. Never done a podcast outside of the studio before, but we're gonna do it anyway. So, Bernard, how you feeling today, bro?
Feeling great. I appreciate you having me here.
You feeling solid, yo? Sorry that you had to come on a rainy ass day.
It's fine, man. I'm just happy to be here. I feel like we're gonna have a good time today.
Word. I bet you're tired of being here already, though, knowing all the stress.
Forget about it. The hours are crazy. I'm here all the time.
Yeah, so being here on an off day, on a Sunday, everything's closed.
It's like I never leave this place. I might as well just live here.
At this point, that's what it's like being in sales, right? You guys end up living here for like a while, like not living here, but like being here.
Basically living here. We're here 11 plus hours a day.
50.
We have a day off. We work 6+ days. And even on your day off, you'll have to come in sometimes, depending on if you have an appointment or something.
Yeah, but you can collect your wins too, because I bet you being a salesman, you earn a bit of money, at least in this market.
Yeah, there's pros and cons, but you got to understand what comes with it too. Your time, you just
finessing
forget
people.
about it. Finessing people, nah, not so much, man. Not so
Where
much.
you need your credibility, right? My bad. He don't finesse people. He helps people.
Exactly.
He sells to people.
We're advisors. We're supposed to help.
Selling is an art.
Suggest.
It's
we
an art
suggest.
firm.
We don't force anybody. We don't force anybody.
You make them sign their soul, bro. I'm gonna start off by saying the first question: how long have you been selling cars for?
Over 3 years now.
3 years?
And it's funny how I got started too, man. It's so random. My barber actually put me on. So my barber, he has so many connects, man. I tell you.
Wait, hold up. Your barber put you on?
My barber put me on. I swear. This guy, no, he's no ordinary barber. Like this guy, he has a clothing line. When he made the clothing line, first 3 days, he made over 30K in revenue. Like he's a true hustler. He flips houses. He's like one of those.
Oh, he's one of those barbers that have like hella side hustles on it's every Dominican barber, I swear. I know Dominican barbers all over that be doing that. They be like cutting hair, they be doing floors, they be doing construction, they be doing Ubers.
Always got a side hustle, always.
But we hustle though. We Dominicans hustle. I'm gonna give them that.
Because it's humbling beginnings, you know? So my barber, he just suggested a job because he cut somebody's hair that's a sales manager at BMW Open Road in New Jersey. So he introduced me to the guy. I went for the interview. I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
Mm-hmm.
I just dressed the part, suit and tie, everything, slacks, everything came in. And I actually prepped so much for this. But the thing is, though, I had no experience whatsoever, you know, and it's BMW. So they're going to have salespeople coming in for the interview that's been selling cars for years. So I wanted them not getting the job, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And he just suggested I get some experience at any store. And then, you know, after a couple years, go back and then try and get the job. So it didn't work out there. And I wound up at Hyundai. That's my first store that I started working for. And that really gave me a taste of the business, a taste of the industry. And, you know, the lifestyle and everything like that is completely different than any other industry, to be honest with you.
And being a rookie over there at Hyundai, like, it's like, is it different? Like, is it difficult being the newbie? Do they treat you well? Is it hard to learn, like, off rip?
Absolutely, because when you come in as a salesperson, they see it as dog world. So some people don't want to help you out. Most people don't want to help you out because if they feel like they help you out, then you're going to take off of their plate. I actually had some cool people that I'm cool with till today that they helped me learn the ins and outs of the game and, you know, gave me a routine, which is the most important thing as a salesperson, by the way. Routine is the most important thing that you have to follow. You know, if you just come in here, don't have no type of routine, and just do whatever, you're going to waste 11 plus hours a day. Everything's on you. If you want to get paid, we don't get paid hourly. Sometimes we'll have salary, yeah. Every dealership varies, but everything depends on you.
Sometimes you might be there 11 hours a day just sitting on your ass.
Exactly.
Doing couldn't get anything done because...
If you don't have no customers, you don't get paid.
What are you doing?
Exactly. So you have to make your phone calls. You have to meet people. You have to be out there. You got to do a lot of stuff.
But how does one sell a car? How do you convince them to get something that's out of their range?
Kind of remind them why they're in the market. As long as they're in the market, you can sell them it. and they got to like you. They got to trust you. Those are the most important things too as well. And as long as you check off on that and they like the product, there you go. You got to sell.
Okay,
So,
most of the time you guys have the cool and easy customers that come in, want a vehicle, they're
yeah.
planned out, but what kind of other customers do you experience
Oh,
or have moments with? Because I know there's some that be tripping their balls off. Like they be crazy, bro.
yeah. I tell you, man, especially with this brand too. There's a lot of entitled, bougie people, stubborn people, that we have to deal with, but we have to keep it professional. Irritating as it is a part of the job where the customers are always right, even when they're wrong. You have to handle things the right way. You just can't say what's on your mind. It's not easy. I'm telling you, it's not easy. You have to have thick skin to be a salesperson, especially for this brand.
What kind of person do you hate dealing with the most?
People that think they're smarter than you, especially at your job where you spend over 11 hours a day. They try to
Hit you with prices that you've never seen before.
exactly, and try to justify it.
They would say like, "Oh, I've seen online that it's a lot cheaper."
Oh, bro, we'll get people that come in that wants $5,000-$6,000 off of a car, and I'll look at them crazy, like, "Are you crazy? Like, why are you here? You here to waste my time?"
Yeah, but you guys also want $5,000-$6,000 off a car.
Depends,
So
though.
it's
We're
like,
straight up. We're honest, and it's for a reason. Like if it's a specialty car, like the GTI behind this right here, this car right here is a specialty car. It's limited production. And people actually see value in the car. They will purchase the car five G's over sticker. That's something that's valuable. We're not gonna sell you a car that's like 5 G's over. If it's a regular car like a Jetta or a Teos, Tiguan, where there's like ample amount of Teos, Tiguans out there, we can't sell over sticker.
yo, bro, it's okay.
It's
It's
hard
just
to
you and me,
justify,
bro.
but-
How much they pay you to stay quiet? Like, how much they pay you, bro? I'll pay you double. It's okay.
It all depends, man. It all depends.
So I have another question for you. What I wanted to ask you was, have you ever gone out with the customers over, like, while being a salesman?
I had opportunities, man. Not here, but at my old store. But I chose not to, man, because I was cuffed at the time. As much as I really wanted to, because she was so beautiful. She had a kid, and she just invited me over. And then she wanted me to help her, like, look for a car and everything. That's when we were oversticker. But at the time, I feel like it would have been disrespectful because I was actually, like, with somebody at the time. So
But you feel like salesmen or saleswomen, they can always bag
yeah,
people all the
absolutely.
time.
Hell
Like, there's
yeah,
chances for
absolutely.
that.
We're in direct contact with the customers. So it's easier.
No, I agree with you. Though the way I see it, I've seen Big Mo over here.
Big Mo.
I don't know how he does it, bro, but he always has the chances, the opportunities to get to that point. But he's so socially awkward. I love him,
Yes,
but he's so
yes.
socially awkward.
I love
He always
Big
gets
Mo,
some
man.
sales too. He always gets the sales sometimes when he like
Big Mo's
ever
a
gets
different
out.
breed, man. He be having the baddest customers. I be looking at my boy Hector, who's also a salesperson too. He be like, bro, why can't we get those customers? I'll get like couples that are like 60, 70 years old, which I don't mind. I don't mind at all.
What are the pros of being a salesman? I know there's a lot of stressful shit, but you got to have a lot of wins as well.
The reason why you can get real comfortable with this industry is because the connects you make, the skills you learn, and just the overall lifestyle, man. Especially with dealerships, we're all like family. We're all like family. I see every coworker as family. My managers, we're very close because we spend 11 plus hours a day together. There's a lot of pros to it, and you can make a lot of money depending on your hustle, how much you put into the job. I'm still in the industry,
Having the pros as a salesman, I know it benefits you a lot. I've seen it around here. I've seen that you guys sometimes get great deals, or you would get great opportunities to make a lot of money here.
And not only that, the customers that you meet, they can open up a next door in your life. You can have a lot of connections with the people you sell cars to.
Like
you're
business
doing
opportunities.
business with them, and they'll offer business to you, whether they renovate floors or real estate agents or stuff like that. I got 1 billion cards that I brought home before because I talk to people, and people want to talk about what they do for a living because that's a part of their purpose. They take pride in that. So as soon as I do that, which that conversation always comes up, when I'm selling a car, because you got to build that common ground, get them comfortable. I met some really interesting people. I met people that work for BlackRock, which is like one of the most powerful companies in the world.
In New York.
BlackRock, like asset management.
Yeah, I know, but I've heard of them like working in New York, and it's like a really big corporation that somehow be making a suspicious fuck ton amount of money.
I mean,
I say suspicious because like they make a lot of money, bro. A lot. And I'm not even gonna get into that now, but
they're one of the companies, in my opinion, they run the world. I also met people that there's one guy, he was an architect, and he designed buildings in New York. Very, very powerful people. Very powerful people.
I feel like most salesmen, like their lives usually have like a really big change depending on the person that you come across. Because like, yeah, like you said, new job opportunities, new
Yeah,
opportunities in general. You guys might have something in common. Might
exactly.
want to work on a project together.
Mhm.
That makes sense. I've seen that
Absolutely.
happen here a couple of times. And some of the people that left here at
Mhm.
Volkswagen is because of an opportunity that they've gotten from customers. Yeah, man, that's actually cool. That's a
That's
cool pro.
growth.
I like that
You
one.
want to bump into people that's going to take you to the next level in life. You know, and you just got to be you got to have enough courage to take that next step. You know, I encourage growth. Growth is the most important thing in life. Yeah, I don't want anybody to be complacent. You know, any opportunity to grow and become the best version of themselves, by all means, go for it. You know,
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. So my next question for you is, what are the cons? Because I know that I know we talked about a bit of the cons already. We talked about the pros. What are the what's the bad side of being a salesman?
you're around customers 11 hours a day, and you're around coworkers 11 hours a day. Both sides.
Yo.
Both sides. Me personally, I don't like drama, so I try to like stay in my own world, you know, my own desk, and I try to do my job.
No, I get that. I know the drama that be happening
Yeah.
around here. It's kind of like in the house, being in the household with family.
It
like
is.
you'll hear a lot of stupid shit sometimes.
Absolutely, yeah. Another thing I would say is a con too as well. You got to have a lot of energy for this job. So you have to, time management is really important. And what you do outside of work is really important because if you know you got work the next morning, you got to have the energy because we have to perform.
Bro, aren't you always like late?
It's for a reason. I try to I have a life too. I have a life too. But
I know.
I try to avoid coming in here tired because when you're front, right when a customer comes in, and you have to, you know, help a customer out, you're performing. You have to bring the right energy. You can't do anything, you know, half-ass it, low energy. You got to create that experience. So that's also really important too. And if you don't, you create a bad experience, you don't make the sell, and that carries on, and you keep on doing that consistently, you're not gonna eat. You're not gonna make any money. So that's also a con too as well. So time management, just being responsible overall.
So speaking of experiences, what's the craziest experience you've had as a salesman?
Oh man, there's so much, man. On camera or off camera?
We could do it on camera.
On camera?
On camera.
I actually had a customer come in. He looked drunk. He looked intoxicated. And it was late at night. It was like 7:30. It was about to close at 8. Right? This is when I worked at my old store at Hyundai. And we told the guy, we can't sell you a car because of your credit. So he started blacking out. And he said, I'm not leaving until I leave with a car. Leave with a car. But before that, he was selling a salesperson. Like, look, I just got a divorce, man. I need a car. I don't have the best credit right now. She messed up my credit. Is there anything you could do for me? Now, the salesperson he was working with is an asshole. And sometimes you get asshole, you know, asshole, especially if you work in this industry a long time.
You don't get people like that.
Exactly. Like, if they're not going to sell you a car, you're wasting their time. They're going to treat you like shit. So he told him, like, yo, just get out of here. We can't do anything for you. Bye. So the guy left, drove around the corner to the back of the store, and it came in through the back of the store. My desk was at the back of the store. So I looked and I seen his car, and he was the last customer. And me thinking, I'm like, oh, he probably got like a gun or something. He just got a divorce. We can't sell him a car, and the guy treated him like shit. got dipped.
He did?
I don't know what happened, but they said that they just called the cops and they got him out of there. He was like tearing up, drunk, and he was just out of control. He wouldn't listen.
He was about to let loose.
Exactly.
That's kind of wild, bro.
Yeah.
I work on the service side here at Volkswagen, and one of the crazy experiences I've had, and this happens often.
Yeah.
We have this big, brolic black guy named the Fridge. We call him the Fridge.
I don't know
why.
what you're talking about.
I don't know why we call him the Fridge, but like when I was new here, like they called him that. And
that guy's like a moving vending machine, bro. I've seen him before with some arms. Bro, he's fucking huge.
No, he was pretty big. And he was just like, I used to write him up. I would be there waiting at the desk. He'd walk in and I'm like, hi, how are you? You here for service? He's like, yeah, I'm here for service. He throws the keys at me and he's like, write this up for me. And I'm like, I wrote it up, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I shit my pants, bro. He was scary as hell. I was not trying to get into that. So I wrote the car up, and the next you know, like, He walks
Yeah.
up to the front desk and I see him like being loud with Melissa, like having an attitude, probably because like she didn't like pick up the phone on him or something like that. But like he would have an attitude towards anything that came
Bro, every
around him,
time he
bro.
came in here, he had an attitude. Like he was angry at the world.
And then yeah, next thing you know, like
No, at this point, I remember like I think it was the third time he came in here and everybody kind of knew like he was a little like aggressive and he was big. This time it was like, yo, the fridge is here. The whole staff showed up at the front. Yo, he was like, nah, yo, this is family, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. The fridge is everyone would always like stop what they're doing, like in their offices, just to
Yeah.
look, just to take a quick look, because you don't know what the fridge is gonna do, right? You don't know what he's up to. You don't know what he's here for. And I think he had an argument with us that day when I wrote him up and everything, because he wanted a service that I don't think we could have done for him in that moment.
Yeah.
So like, you're gonna have to leave the car here. We'll give it to you in a few days. He was pissed. He was like, I want to talk to the manager. Let me find the manager right now. And then we took him to Vinny's office. And I don't know how it went down, but I think, I shouldn't have said his name, but we're going to bleep that out. Actually, it don't matter. Vinny not here anymore. So Vinny, like he was basically talking to him, telling him that we can't do the service right now. It's going to have to be dropped off. We can't get it done for you today because of our, I think we're low staff on text or like we didn't have the part. The guy is like, I'm gonna kill your entire family. Watch, I'm gonna kill your wife and your family. Like, let me find out. Let me pull up because he didn't get what he wanted, and he told Vinny that he also shit his pants, bro. Like,
What?
I would have shit my pants if anybody came into my office to tell me that they're gonna kill my family. And the funniest part of that story is, we scheduled an appointment for another day.
Oh my
so he ended up apologizing. Everything all was good, and we saw him like a few months later, and he came in more relaxed, but like he still felt like that's the fridge.
Yeah, that tension.
And like
you're
the
gonna
way
have that tension no matter what.
And me and him, we had that connection where like I would talk to him, and I'd be like we just all normalized it at that point. I'm like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't call him fridge, but I'll be like, yo, it's a fridge. He's here again. So we'd just be like, hi, you here for service? He's like, yeah. We're just used to it.
I remember the first time I heard about that. He was like, yo, the fridge is here. The fridge is here. I'm like, the fridge? You mean that's upstairs in the break room? Like, what are you talking about? What fridge? He was like, nah, the fridge. You don't know the fridge? That's when you see the big dude walk through the door and the whole staff showed up. I'm like, oh, that's the fridge. He must be in trouble.
Yeah,
That was my first time seeing the guy, but he's huge. That dude got to be like 350. He looked like he could lift a fridge by himself.
That's why we call him the fridge, right? Yeah. I'm telling you, he told Vinny that day, he's like, yo, let me catch you outside. Watch. And when you go outside after work, watch what's gonna happen. Like, that's one of the experiences I've had. That's one of the few. There was a lot of other ones. And it wouldn't even be like with people like just the fridge. It would also be other people that were just Karens who are loud as hell.
Now you get some crazy people. There's some crazy people in this world, man. Some crazy people. And when they feel like they're right and then they're done wrong, they would do some crazy stuff. They would say some crazy stuff. It happens a lot in this industry.
So my next question for you, Bernard, is do you think anyone can be a salesperson?
No, I don't think so.
Why?
I feel like everybody can have the right skill set, but you got to have passion. You got to have, dedication and everything like that, because that's going to give you the energy to push past the obstacles with the job, because it's all on you. If you're not making money, if you're not selling, you're not making money.
Do you feel like it's an art?
It is. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, it is.
The art of persuading.
The art of persuading, the art of suggesting. I like saying the art of suggesting. Persuading, they go hand in hand.
It's kind of a little bit of both. I feel like there's some manipulation into it. Something like it.
Through all of that, you got to get the person comfortable. You could be right, 100% right with your suggestions and your persuasion, but if they don't trust you and you don't get them comfortable, they're not going to do business with you. You can have the right traits, you're going to have all the right skill sets and everything like that, but if you don't have the passion, then you're going to starve. Like, if you're not selling anything, you're not going to eat. You're not going to make any money. It all comes down to you. It's all up to you if you want to make money. So you can make $0 a week, or you can make 2, 3, 4, 5K a week.
Okay, then let me restate that question. Do you think anyone is capable of being a salesperson?
Capable? If you learn the right skill sets, yeah. It depends on what level of success you're looking for. There's definitely a process that you have to follow, but it's also like certain things, like, you could be a people person. Like myself, I feel like, hopefully, I think I am a people person. That's what people always say about me. I can get people to feel comfortable around me. I can build that connection with people, right? And you get some people that are really smart, does their job very methodical, has the right process, and then not so much a people person. Like the whole process could be quiet, and then they'll still sell cars. Me, my customers are always laughing. I'm always interacting with them. They'll tell me about their family. I'll tell them about mine. Stuff like that. I like building connections with people. That's the type of person I am, and that's how I do business. But as far as if everybody can be a salesperson, no. Because it all comes down to if you want to be a salesperson, if you're going to accept what comes with it too as well. Not a lot of people are going to accept it. You know, the hours, you can spend hours with a customer, and you got to accept the fact that it could be a deal or it could not be a deal. And if it's not a deal, are you going to pick yourself up and go right after the next one? That's what it's all about.
Speaking about honesty, do you feel like you're good at your job?
Yeah. Am I the best? There's a lot of people that's better than me, but I do my job very well, and I always get positive feedback. So yeah.
All right, so here's my last question for you, Bernard. If there's any Volkswagen in this dealership that you can walk out with, what would it be?
Definitely the 2024 CrossSport SCL R-Line Premium.
I'm not going to repeat
All
that.
black, center windows.
Why?
Car's dope. And they did modifications with the car. They did a lot of changes from 2023. I feel like they focused a lot on that car. That's their like focal point in my opinion. They did a lot of changes with that. The Atlas too as well, but more on the CrossSport.
Okay, that's pretty valid. If I could walk out with one, I'd probably walk out with the Tails.
You got a Tails.
Tails SCL Premium.
Why not the CrossSport?
I want a CrossSport actually. I didn't like Atlases to begin with, but like after working here for a while now, for 2 years, I love an Atlas now.
You got to think big.
I hated Atlases before. They were too unnecessarily big, but now being in it, I feel like the boss.
The CrossSport, not so much, man. It's just, it's a really smooth drive, man. It's big, yeah, but it doesn't feel like you're driving a ship. Like it's not that big. You're not driving a Suburban.
I would definitely get an Atlas if I could. I think I'd walk out with the same
100%.
one. Or a Golf. Golfs are pretty cool.
Golf, but like it looks a little. It's not my style. It's not my
I
style.
know it's not your style, bro. You want an Atlas?
You know?
We got it already.
Yeah.
But without further ado, Bernard, thank you so much for being on this episode.
It's been a pleasure, my brother.
For taking the time to be here today. None of us want to be here, to be honest. We're here enough already. But I appreciate you. And I appreciate you guys for watching this episode. Stay tuned for more episodes on the podcast and watch the previous ones if you haven't already. My name is Samuel Sanchez.
My name is Bernard Gonzalez. You can follow me on Instagram, DiNetto Finesse 1025.
I have it right there.
Oh, you got me? I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
You don't need to explain it yourself.
It's been a pleasure having me, guys.
But I'm going to see you guys on the next episode. So, bye. See ya.
Later.
We out. It's over.
Bow. No.